So if you come down and find yourself in a supine position on your mat, just get comfortable. Think about creating space in your spine. So really think about finding that good alignment, creating space between each vertebrae, lengthening through the neck, and then pulling the shoulders out so you've got a nice broad upper back. And then you can just let the arms and the legs hang out to the side and gently draw attention to your breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. We're just going to start with a little bit of breath work for today's session. So we're going to take one hand on our belly and one hand is going to go on our chest. And the purpose of this is I want you to feel the hand on your belly rise before the hand on your chest as you take a deep breath down all the way to the base of the stomach first. So we're trying to activate the lower lung nodes. This is where our relaxation system kicks in and our fight and flight nodes are at the top. So we want to draw that breath down to encourage the body to unwind and relax. So once you've got to grips with the feeling of your breath within your body and you've started to check in with yourself, whenever you're ready, we're just going to take 3 deep breaths, drawing that breath deep down into the base of the stomach first, feeling that hand rise before the hand rises on our chest, feeling all the way up to the top of the collarbone, and then exhale out through the mouth completely. 2 more in your own time. Exhale out. So we're going to do the exact same thing again in a moment. But we're going to take 2 deep breaths this time. And as we exhale out, we're going to blow out as if we blow out through a straw. So we're really going to force that air out of our bodies. So as you take that deep breath in, again, feel the base of the stomach, fill up from the base of the stomach, feel your hand on your belly rise. Layer all the way up through the ribcage to the top of the collarbone until you can't inhale anymore, and then out through the mouth. As if you're blowing out through a straw. One more time. Exhale. And then just return to a regular rhythm of breathing. As you bring your knees in towards your chest and just hug them with both arms, rock them side to side. Massage that lower back into the ground below. Just notice now how your spine's feeling, how your hips are feeling. And then taking your hands on top of your knees, we're just going to push the knees out and around, maybe 5 times in one direction. Circles can be big or they can be small. Just start to feel all 4 corners of that lower back plate. One more circle all the way around. Bring the knees back to center and then push them out and around in the other direction. One more circle all the way around again. And then gently bring the knees back to center. From here, taking a hold of the left knee, exhale as you extend the right leg all the way to the floor. Inhale as you pull that left knee in towards the center of your chest. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you bring both knees back to center. Switching over the hands, exhale as you extend the left leg now all the way to the floor. Inhale as you bring the right knee in towards the center of your chest. Notice where you're feeling that stretch. Exhale out. And then slowly inhale as you bring both knees back to center. Taking a hold of both knees now, we're going to inhale as we lift and squeeze, nose to knees. Exhale to lower. 2 more times. Inhale to lift and squeeze. Exhale to lower. Really think about engaging those abs as you pull yourself up, nose to knees, squeeze, and then exhale to lower. From here, taking the feet to the floor, just below your bum, press them flat into the floor. We're going to take our hips off the ground now into bridge. So you can use your hands if you want to, or you can just place your hands on your stomach wherever they naturally go. And we're just going to do 3 lifts and lowers. So we're going to inhale to lift the hips up, squeeze the glutes at the top, really force the hips towards the ceiling, and then exhale to lower. 2 more times. Inhale to lift, squeeze the glutes, push the hips high. Exhale to lower. 1 more time. Inhale to lift and squeeze. Exhale to lower. From here, slowly make your way up to seated. Find yourself in a seated position in the center of your mat. And we'll just begin by rolling out the shoulders back and down. So really hunch the shoulders up towards your ears. Slide those shoulder blades down your spine. And then change direction. So we're hunching them up and forwards, pushing the shoulders over the collarbones. Getting into those joints, into the neck, into the traps. And then gently come back to center. Inhale as you lift with one arm up high, reaching to the ceiling, find that stretch in the side body. And as you exhale, think about lifting up and then reaching over, find that stretch. Open up that rib cage to the side with your extended arm. Exhale as you reach over. Inhale back to center, switching over the arms, lift and reach. Find that extension, lift as you reach over. Open up that rib cage so you sink into that other side where you're bending over. Inhale back to center. We're going to do 2 more each side. So lift and reach, stretch, and then go over. Inhale back to center, lift and reach again. Exhale over to the other side. 1 more each way, moving with your own breath in your own time. And then slowly come back to center, taking the arms out wide. Now we're going to inhale to lift and lengthen, and then exhale as you twist to look over the shoulder. Inhale back to center, exhale to look over the other shoulder. Just take a moment there to feel the stretch. Think about finding that length in the spine as you come through the midline each time. And again, we're just doing 3 each side. Moving with our own breath in our own time. Last one. And then slowly come all the way back to center. From here, we're going to come onto our hands and knees now. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and we're going to do 5 cat-cows. So you're going to inhale as you dip the tummy, squeeze the shoulder blades together and look up towards the ceiling. Find that arch position. And then exhale as you round through the spine. Think about moving vertebrae by vertebrae, nice and slowly. Sucking the navel up and back, pressing the ground away, pulling the shoulders apart, and finding that hollow position or angry cat. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. 3 more each way. Just move with your own breath, in your own time. Again, taking a moment to feel each end of the position, each end of the stretch. Last one. And then come all the way back to center. From here, we're going to take the hands to the front 2 corners of the mat, tuck the toes and press up and back into our down facing dog. As it's the first one of the day, think about softening the knees, tailbone high to the sky, and breadthen across or broaden across your upper back. So pull those shoulder blades apart, press the chest through towards the thighs, maybe pulse a few times. Feel this stretch in the shoulders and the thoracic spine. Let the head be free and the neck be free of the shoulders. And then when you're ready, you can start to extend through the legs. We're going to walk that dog. So you're just going to pedal as you alternate from side to side, opening up those calves, taking a moment to stretch out down the backs of the legs. Take a few deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in, find length in the spine, exhale, push the heels towards the floor, and as you inhale, we're going to roll forwards, drop the hips and find ourselves in Cobra or Sphinx if it's too much. So wherever you need to be for your lower back, think about squeezing the glutes, pointing the toes, engaging the inner thighs, and then just gently rock from side to side as you open up that front body. Change directions if you're drawing that figure of 8, rock the other way for a moment. And then just gently come up onto your hands and knees, tuck the toes and press up and back into your down facing dog. From here, we're going to take right foot outside of right hand, Dropping the back knee to the floor, reaching the heart forwards, just gently press that knee out to the side. Squeeze the glutes, and then press the, sorry, don't squeeze the glutes, just keep the toes glued to the floor, press the knee out, and if you want to, you can look over the shoulder to deepen the stretch in that left hip flexor, and see if you can see your left heel. Take a few deep breaths. Exhale. And then with your right hand now, we're going to inhale as we lift and reach up towards the ceiling. Take a few pulses back, open up that chest, open up that pec, open up that armpit. And then we're going to exhale as we bring that elbow toward the floor. So we're aiming toward the floor, don't worry if you can't touch it. We're going to then inhale to lift and reach. Exhale to tap. We're going to do 3 taps on this side. And then you guessed it, we're going to replace the hand, step back to down facing dog, and do the same on the other side. So left foot comes outside of left hand now, dropping that back knee to the floor. Send the chest forwards, send the heart forwards, and then send that knee forwards and out to the side. Keep those toes glued to the ground. Just gently press that knee away. And if you want to, look over that left shoulder, see if you can see your right heel. Hold here for a few deep breaths. Open up that right hip flexor. And then when you're ready, inhale as you lift and reach with that left hand up towards the ceiling. Take a few pulses, open up that chest, open up those pecs, that side body. And then we're back to those 3 elbow rotations. So we're going to exhale as bring an elbow toward the floor, tap the floor if you can. Inhale to lift and reach. Exhale to tap. The last one. And then replace the hands, step back to down facing dog. Pedal out through the feet, start to walk the feet in towards the hands, coming into your Uttanasana forward fold. As it's the first one of the day, think about softening the knees, drawing the chest over the thighs, crowning the head towards the floor. Just take opposite hand to opposite elbow, gently swing from side to side. Think about drawing the chest deeper over the thighs as you take each exhale. And then when you're ready, inhale, lift the hands all the way up, extend to Tadasana. Exhale, release the arms, interlace the fingers, clasp the hands together, and churn through the wrists. As we're doing this, we're going to rotate through the ankles. So option 1, to circle the ankle like so, or option 2, take the toes to the floor and churn through the foot like so. I'm going to do 10 rotations on one foot, and then switch sides. And then switch over whenever you're ready. And then come all the way back to Tadasana. We're going to do a gentle mobility flow with our balance thrown in, and we're going to go back to our deep stretches to finish. So finding yourself in Tadasana, feet are hip distance apart, lift the toes, spread them, press the feet firmly into the ground. Tuck that tailbone under, roll the shoulders back and down, suck that navel in, and think about lengthening through the crown of the head. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, let those shoulders melt away from the ears. Blow out through the mouth. And then whenever you're ready, inhale, lift the hands all the way up, extend to Tadasana. Exhale, sit back into chair. So squeeze the glutes, squeeze the core, so suck the navel back and down. Think about keeping the chest nice and high, pull those shoulders back away from the ears, and press back into the heels. Maybe just take a few pulses here. Gently engage those legs, and then we're going to inhale to lift up, exhale as we fold forwards into our Uttanasana forward fold. From here we're going to take 3 crouch curls, so we're going to inhale as we come down into the bottom of our crouch, chest to thighs, nose to knees, and then exhale as we push up and back, stretching out the backs of those legs. 2 more times, just moving with your own body, in your own time, focusing on opening up the backs of those legs. And then on this last one, we're going to stay in this forward fold position, taking the hands to the top of the feet. Now we're going to halfway lift. So inhale, halfway lift. Again, sending the legs back, finding that parallel position with the body to the floor, reaching the heart forwards and the head, crown of the head forwards. And take a nice deep breath in, brace for a moment, and then exhale as you melt deeper. We're going to do 2 more lifts. So inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold deeper. 1 more time. Inhale, halfway lift. You should feel this in your hamstrings. Exhale, fold deeper. From here, plant the hands, right foot steps back into our low lunge, dropping that back knee to the floor, reaching the heart forwards. From here, we're going to inhale as we lift the hands up off the floor, exhale to cactus the arms out to the side, then inhale to lift and reach, and this time we're going to twist belly to thigh, right arm goes forwards, left arm goes backwards, and we're going to look over the left shoulder for our left fingertips. Keep pressing through the feet, engage those legs to keep yourself nice and solid, and then inhale to lift and reach. Exhale, release the hands to the floor and pull back into half splits. So sending the hip back over that right knee, flexing the toes as you extend through that left leg. Feel that stretch down the back of the leg. We're just going to limber that 2 more times. So we're going to inhale to come through into low lunge. Exhale to pull back. Inhale to come through into low lunge. Exhale to pull back. From here, right hand stays grounded. Inhale to lift and reach with the left hand up towards the ceiling. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release. Come back through as you inhale into that low lunge, and we're going to go through that circuit 2 more times. So inhale, lift and reach with the hands up above the ceiling, up above the head. Exhale as you cactus the arms out to the side. Inhale to lift and reach. Exhale to split the arms and twist tummy to thigh, overlooking those left fingertips if you can. Inhale to lift and reach. Exhale, hands to the floor, half splits, pull back. Think about pulling back with this hip, up and back. Right hand stays grounded. Inhale to lift and reach with that left hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release. 1 more time through. Inhale, low lunge. Lift and reach. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale to lift and reach. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, half splits. Right hand stays grounded. Inhale, lift and reach with the left hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release. Come back through as you inhale into that low lunge. Exhale, step back to your down facing dog. And we'll take a vinyasa. So we're going to inhale as we roll forwards to high plank. Option to drop the knees if you want to. Exhale, low plank or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, press up to cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes and press back to down facing dog. From here, take a look at the front of the mat, soften the knees, and we're going to get ready to step or hop. See if you can catch some air on the way there and land gently. Back into our Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, find length in the spine. Exhale, fold deeper. And then inhale as we lift all the way up, extended Tadasana. Exhale, release, and we're going to repeat on the other side. So we're going to inhale as we lift and reach. Extended Tadasana. Think about your feet placement, find your grounding. Sorry, I should have set you up before. And then exhale as you sit back into that chair pose. Again, pulling those shoulders back and down, bracing that core, tucking that tailbone under. Don't let the bum stick out, keep it tucked. Take a nice deep breath, maybe add a few pulses. Engage those legs, and then inhale, lift, exhale, swan dive down, Uttanasana, forward fold. Back to those crouch curls. So we're going to inhale as we come down into the bottom of our squat. Chest to thighs, nose to knees. Exhale, push up and back. Inhale to crouch. Exhale to curl. Inhale to crouch. Exhale to fold. This time taking the hands on top of the feet now. We're inhaling, halfway lift. Find that flat back tabletop position. Send the hips back, reach the head forwards. Exhale, melt down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, melt. 1 more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, melt. Hands come to the floor. This time left foot steps back into our low lunge. So dropping that knee to the floor, reaching the heart forwards. Find that steady stance. And when you're ready, inhale to lift and reach with the hands up off the floor. Take a moment there to just feel that stretch. Exhale, cactus the arms out to the side. Inhale to lift and reach, and then this time twisting that tummy towards thigh on the right side. Right arm goes back, left arm goes forwards, eye gaze goes over those right fingertips. Inhale to lift and reach back to center. Exhale, take the hands to the floor and pull back into half split. So extending that front leg, stacking that left hip above that left knee, pulling up and back rather than sitting towards the heels. Reach nose towards toes, and we're just going to limber that 2 more times. So inhale to come through into low lunge. Exhale to pull back. Inhale to come through into low lunge. And then exhale to pull back. Keeping that left hand grounded now. Inhale to lift and reach with that right hand up towards the ceiling. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Maybe pulse it a few times. And then exhale, release, come back into that low lunge as you inhale. We're going to go through that circuit 2 more times. So inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale to lift and reach. Exhale, split and twist. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, pull back, half splits. Left hand stays grounded. Inhale to lift and reach with the right hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release the hand to the floor. Inhale, come back through into that low lunge. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale to lift and reach. Exhale, twist and split. Inhale to lift and reach. Exhale, pull back, half splits. Left hand stays grounded. Inhale to lift and reach. Exhale, release. Inhale, come through into that low lunge. Step back to your down facing dog as you exhale, and we'll take another vinyasa. So we're going to inhale as we roll forwards to high plank. Exhale, low plank or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, press up to cobra. And then this time, exhale as you push back to extended child's pose. Taking the knees slightly wider now into extended child's pose. So toes, big toes together. Sit back on your heels, take the knees out wide. Reach the body forwards, so reach the hands and the body forwards, forehead to the floor. And just take a few deep breaths, focusing on releasing the body to the ground. Taking that breath all the way deep down into your lower back, your kidneys. Finding that space in the lower back. And then gradually taking your mind's eye up your spine, into your shoulders, your upper back, your arms. And finding that space up there too as you inhale. Feel it expand and open. And as you exhale, feel everything just soften and release into the ground. Maybe you notice your hips. Maybe you notice your glutes. Maybe you notice your traps or your lats, whatever you've been training this week. Or wherever you're holding that stress and tension. And just take a moment to acknowledge it and use that exhale to let it go. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly come up onto your hands and knees. Taking the hands now underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And you can undo the toes against toes. Finding yourself in that tabletop position, we're going to take that right hand through and under. Shoulder to the floor, right hand through and under, shoulder to the floor. Letting yourself look out underneath that left armpit. So find that stretch, look out and twist underneath that left armpit, find that position first. And then if you want to take this further, you can take that left hand up and around. See if you can grab a hold of that inner left thigh, or inner right thigh, for that full bind of this thread the needle pose. And just take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then unravel yourself. Slowly come up onto your hands and knees. I'm going to switch to the other side. So now left hand is going to thread through and under, shoulder to the floor, look up underneath that right armpit. Take that right hand up and around if you want to for that full bind. See if you can grab a hold of that inner left thigh. Keep twisting to look over and back behind that right shoulder. Find that stretch, and then whenever you're there, take 3 more deep breaths. Slowly unravel yourself after that 3rd deep breath. Come up onto your hands and knees. We're going to sit back into hero pose. So we're going to take the left leg out and we're going to come into half hero. So option to stay seated on this knee. If this is too much for your knees, just skip this part and come to a cross-legged position. I'm going to take the left leg out and extend it. If you can allow yourself, try and let the right heel sit outside of your right hip and find that stretch in the quad. If this is enough for you, stay here. If you want to take it deeper, come back onto your arms, your forearms, or come all the way back to the floor. And just take 2 or 3 deep breaths. Breathing into the hip, into the belly, into the lungs. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly bring yourself back up if you're laying down. And then we're going to switch sides. So the right leg's now going to extend, the left leg's going to come underneath you. So option to sit on the heel, or option to take the glutes to the side, heel outside of that left hip, and then we're going to send ourselves back. So slowly make your way back if you want to. If that's enough for you staying upright, then feel free to stay there. This is getting into your hip, your quad, but also if you've got tight ankles, into the front of that foot, into those ankles as well. So notice where you're feeling it, take note, and then think about where you need to breathe deeper into, perhaps the areas that you need to focus on more in future sessions. 2 more deep breaths. And it might feel different from side to side. This side for me feels actually particularly stiffer in my quad, ironically, considering my right hip is the one that's causing me a lot of issues at the minute. 1 more deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you come all the way back up to seated. Unravel the legs, take the legs straight out in front of you. Flex the toes back towards you, pull the fleshy bits of your bum out from underneath your sit bones. Inhale as you lift and reach. Exhale as you fold into that simple seated forward fold. Think about chest over thighs, nose towards toes, nipples to knees if you can. So reach over and then allow the head to hang. Try not to crunch through the upper back. 3 more deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come all the way back up to seated. Sliding your bum down now towards your heels, coming onto your back, bringing your knees in towards your chest and just hugging them with both arms as you gently rock from side to side. Massage that lower back into the ground. Taking the toes now to the floor, keeping the heels lifted, take the arms out wide in a T-shaped position, create space in that upper back. Glue the shoulders, the spine, the elbows to the floor, the palms to the floor, and we're just going to drop the knees from side to side, rotating through the spine, rotating through the hips. Just taking our time to feel each end of the stretch again. One more each way. And then slowly come all the way back to center. Inhale as you bring the knees all the way into your chest. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. And just take a moment to acknowledge your practice. Acknowledge how your body's feeling right now. And then whenever you're ready, slowly make your way all the way up to seated. Finding yourself back in the center of your mat for the final time. Take a nice deep inhale as you lift the hands up above the head, palms together at the top. And as you exhale, bringing the hands to the forehead, kind thoughts. To the lips, kind words. To the heart, kind feelings. Namaste.